Hi parents, I'm here to kind of just give you a little bit of a walkthrough for the reading and the writing units that we are currently going into. I know some of you have questions, so hopefully this will answer them. So the first thing that I'm going to go over is the reading unit, okay? And this reading unit is called Reading History. And a lot of this unit has to do with reading informational text about the American Revolution and learning how to take notes, choosing the best details, and synthesizing across different texts. Okay, so some things that we teach them are, when you get an article, preview how the text is going to go, where are you going to stop and think about what you read, um, pause at different parts of the text and think about what's most important and how does this add to what I've already learned from previous readings. How can I chunk my notes into groups, okay? Especially how to kind of take notes that will bring out the big ideas in a text. We want to teach them that when we do take notes that we should be brief and we should be quick, okay? Some other things that we go over in the unit is using different text structures to take notes. So reading an article or a book about the American Revolution and thinking about how the author structured the text, right? Did they write it in chronological order? Did they use a problem and solution text structure, cause and effect, or compare and contrast? And then we're going to use that text structure to help us take notes on what's most important. We're also going to teach them that when we are reading history, right, there are three important... You love Elsa and Anna. There are three important things to remember, or to focus on rather, right? Who, okay? So who is in the text, right? What are the relationships like? Who holds the power? Who doesn't? Where is this taking place? And very important, when, right? So a lot of the time when we're reading throughout this unit, we're going to be keeping timelines. The next thing is thinking about when to record a detail, how to know if something is important or not, okay? So that's one thing they'll be learning. The next thing is that when we do take notes, right, we can write down what we learned, give evidence from the text, but also think about why we chose that detail and how it's important to what we're learning. And lastly, we'll be teaching fourth graders how to synthesize. Okay, so after reading one article and then reading another, how can we put that information together on what we learned? Okay, so that's the reading unit and the big focus for that. For writing, so writing is called Bringing History to Life. And the way the unit goes is the kids are going to be choosing a topic related to the American Revolution. We're going to plan for how the book is going to go and how to take notes for our book. Okay, we're going to learn how to teach others by rehearsing what we want to say. Okay, then we are going to be so this is the structure of how their book will look. Okay, so the first chapter is going to be all about the bigger topic. So their first chapter is actually going to be all about the American Revolution. Chapter 2 is going to be more of a focused topic. So they're going to look for a subtopic within the American Revolution to focus on. So here are a list of the possible topics, right, that their chapter 2 might be about. The Boston Tea Party, the Boston Massacre, Paul Revere, okay. This will allow kids to kind of, in chapter 1, they'll be able to kind of summarize what they've learned about the American Revolution, and in chapter 2, they kind of can go into more detail about one topic. Chapter 3 is going to be some kind of diary or a story, historical fiction. It's going to be their choice. And then chapter 4 is going to be an essay where they are writing about why a certain topic is important, right? Why the Boston Massacre was important to the American Revolution, whatever it is that they choose. So that will be kind of the outline of their book. Okay. And here is an example that I will post online. I know it's kind of hard to see. This is just an example of one of the books from a student. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Okay, so chapter 1, they have all about the American Revolution here. You can see it's kind of in a summary form. Chapter 2 is all about the Battle of Lexington and Concord, right? But here you'll notice they have subtitles within chapter 2, allowing them to kind of go into deeper detail and do even more research about one specific topic. Okay, chapter 3, the student decided to do a day in the life of. Okay, so kind of like a diary entry. And chapter 4, why the battles of Lexington and Concord were important. Okay, so that kind of wraps up our reading and writing units. I kind of just wanted to give you guys a brief overview, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All right, thanks guys.